it's after instead of the.
Do you eat and not talk in the cafeteria? They didn't want them to
It
talk.
wasn't really sloppy, it's just
I
basic.
talk while I eat,
Yeah.
and I don't like to sit
I
alone.
wondered about that, because I visited one time,
But it's just
and
amazing where
they let us talk
all these little
to our
pockets of
grandson.
land, big refined
Only,
into
and it's still like that, which now we
Right,
can't have
yeah.
visitors again because of COVID rises, but
Yep, I know, there's,
I do the cafeteria.
yeah, there's little, those little
As long
things
as they
there,
don't get silly,
having to
we're good.
find
Go
those
to
little
that.
parcels to make it, I mean, just to find available land.
When they go through the line, I don't let them talk, because the cafeteria ladies can't hear what they order or what they need.
Person from the past was,
Well, I've had 2 requests in the last couple of days, and I
Of
know
1880,
they're
yep.
friends already. So I always look, and if there's only 1 or 2 pictures, I do not befriend them.
and she's somebody I don't know, a friendship. And she just picked up, usually those are, they are the ones that are available, and they're the ones that go this way. It's somebody you haven't talked to in 20 years.
That's nice, though, to be able to reconnect. I did read all of the past minutes. I read all of those, perused them.
Y'all waiting on me?
2 minutes. Retarded.
Don't deduct your pay.
Not many minutes do that anymore.
Deduct my pay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Is that the one on Holland that he's talking about?
I don't know, it's a replat.
Come on, Charlie, you should know that.
That's a wise thing, this thing's huge.
Well, I guess 'cause it's
There were about 20
Oh, I know,
pages
I
on
just-
that sale thing.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
Sorry I'm late. Emergency at the office.
You got
Needed a
another
good
5
attorney and
minutes.
discovered he was at the P and Z meeting where I was supposed to be. So here we are. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna call the meeting to order, 10:03. All right, I want to welcome everybody to the August 10th meeting of the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting in the city of Denison. And just a few housekeeping rules here this morning. On the public hearings, we're going to give you the opportunity to come forward. Anybody that would like to speak either in favor or in opposition to a request, we'll give you the opportunity to come and speak. We ask that you would give us your name, address for the record. And then I don't think there's any reason to impose time limits this morning, so we'll do that. First order of business, we got a quorum this morning? We do, so we don't have to do that. We don't have to do any roll call. So we will move to consent agenda.
How about minutes?
Minutes are in the consent agenda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they were mislabeled. They showed up as an agenda, so we're gonna make that correction. It says agenda, but we'll, relabel to refer to minutes for the
Okay.
August 27th meeting.
Okay.
July 27th.
Okay. So they're in the consent.
Yes, sir.
I move to approve the consent agenda or minutes, whichever.
Okay, I have a motion and a second, and I have a second. Nobody wants to take item A or B off of the consent agenda for discussion, correct? Okay. All right, I have a motion with a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? Okay. Moving on to public hearings, item 4A. Mr. Medina?
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. This is item 4A, receive report, hold a discussion, conduct a public hearing, and make a recommendation on a request to abandon part of Holland Drive right-of-way, of the Holland Drive right-of-way, case number 2021-088 ROW. The applicant is not here today. However, this is a subject property outlined in yellow. It's at the intersection of Holland Drive, in which would meet Miller Street, running east to west. Here's the zoning of the area. This was recently rezoned to SF5 several council meetings back. If you also think back, this body also approved a preliminary plat for this proposed subdivision outlined here. As you can see, the applicant's wishing to extend Miller Street to the east and use the proposed right-of-way, or the right-of-way that they're requesting be abandoned, to make up part of lots 3 and 4 on the southern half of this development. So altogether, the proposed abandonment consists of 1.13 acres on Holland Drive, which will be a component of a 19-lot subdivision. City staff recommends approval of the right-of-way abandonment. And I'm present for any questions that you might have.
Just one question, will that'll be facing on Miller then, right? The house, whatever they build will be facing on Miller Street?
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
So it will be probably part of that larger development that's going in there, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Just reaffirming my picture of it. Thank you.
Any other? Where is that?
So you have Holland running north to south and Miller. It's the,
Where that is
what
where it's-
school is it? It's not B. McDaniel,
It's
Mays,
basically the
Okay.
part
East-
that's
Gotcha. Yeah.
east of
south
Mays.
Laurel.
There you go. Yep.
Anybody else? Okay, thanks, Bill. Well, don't see anybody here to speak either for or against it.
There's nobody here.
So staff, the commission doesn't have any other discussion. I'll entertain a motion.
I move to recommend approval of the abandonment for part of the Holland Drive right-of-way.
Second.
I have a motion with a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, none. Okay. Item 4B.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Item 4B, receive a report, hold a discussion, conduct a public hearing, and take action on a replat of the Fairmount Edition located along Molly Cherry Lane and Austin Avenue, case number 2021-098RP. And just to clarify, the applicant and property owner, Mr. Chip Piazza, couldn't make it today. Here is the property outlined in yellow. Currently fronts, or the proposed replat will have the lots front onto South Austin Avenue. Molly Cherry runs east to west. Property is owned local retail, and currently you have utilities further west down what would be Molly Cherry if it were to continue. The applicant will need to extend utilities to service this lot. He's currently working on drafting up civil engineering plans, and the Public Works Department will be reviewing that. The purpose of this proposed replat is simply to get the property in better shape for resale, according to the applicant. It sat vacant for a while, and he's having a difficult time developing or selling the property to a prospective developer. He believes getting sewer to it and replatting it into one cohesive lot off Austin Avenue would improve that probability of that happening. So the replat consists of reconfiguring 6 lots into one lot to front onto Austin, and you can see those dashed lines here. The property is within the local retail zoning district. They will be extending sewer utilities to service the lot. City staff recommends approval, and I'm present for any questions.
Any questions to staff?
Did you say, are they gonna rezone the property?
No, sir, it's zoned local retail. As of today, they're just replatting.
I was gonna say, it looks like they're replatting and it would be for residential.
No, those dashed lines will be erased.
Oh, that's right. Oh, okay.
That was from
Yeah,
previous.
that's right. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, that's how it exists today before the replat has been filed with the county. Those are what used to be residential size lots fronting on a Molly Cherry.
Bill, I've got a question for future. That, there used to be that wonderful old house down the hill, the Molly Cherry Inn.
Mhm.
Does it exist anymore, and is that surrounding area,
Yeah, it's right there.
Re-
Isn't that it?
Yeah, I think that house is there. You see that on the top of your corner? Is that what you're referring to?
yeah, when you drive down there, you wind around, and that looks north, and I thought it was more over this way. And I'm not sure,
I think that's it.
maybe so.
Yeah. Is that it behind?
I
the-
believe that
looks
is the
like
inn.
it.
Tin
It looks
store?
like it, and there were like 3 other little
Next to it.
houses down there, and I'm assuming that's still
It looks like it.
zoned residential, is that correct?
Let's see. Yeah, it looks like the property to the northeast, which is where that structure would be located, is zone multifamily 1.
Multifamily, that's
Um,
interesting.
Well, they've got that, there's that big house, and when the Molly Cherry Inn was in operation, they built some cabins behind it.
Okay.
So it was kind of a little, they had the bed and breakfast in the big house, and they had some cabins.
Then you could rent out the little cabins. And
I don't think it's been in business for a long time.
for like 15 years, maybe. But it's a substantial landmark. It used to be.
Well, the
I
house
don't-
is gorgeous. I don't know if it still is, but when it was the Molly Cherry, it was a beautiful piece of architecture.
I believe it was hauled down there from someplace on Austin Street.
May have been.
Anyway, it was relocated from somewhere. But it's just a future thing of wanting to know how that, and it is on the map, but I had it located in the wrong place, and that's why I couldn't see it. Thank you, that's all.
Yes, ma'am.
Nothing else? Nope. All right, well, then I will entertain a motion.
I move to approve the proposed replat pending final civil engineering approval and installation of adequate utility infrastructure.
Second.
I have a motion with a second. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? None? Okay. All right, item 5A.
Chairman, you had in your packet council results from their last meeting. And then the fairly large item that we last deliberated on the multiple changes to the zoning ordinance. And we had quite a conversation about auto dealerships. So that case and ordinance that reflects your motion will be on the council agenda this coming Monday night. So we'll provide you some feedback on what the results of that will be next time.
Thank you.
Other than that, we're good.
That's it?
That's good.
Well, seeing no other business, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Have a motion?
Second?
Have a second. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
We stand adjourned at 10:13 a.m.
Thank you.